Yes, this is an actual thing. This shirt retails for £10,000 and I'm going to wear it for a little day trip to go climbing and meet this guy. You may already know who he is. Then have a little chat about value and loss.
Say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Now, climbing will expose this shirt to copious amounts of chalk, sweat and abrasive materials, which may cause damage. It may already have a bit of damage already, but we don't want to cause any more unnecessarily. So you might be wondering, why am I wearing this shirt when I could just wear a cheaper one, for example? And that is because, to me, this shirt is a lesson in attributed value. Why is the attributed value bit important? Because Adam owns a shirt that is, in my opinion, now got a lot of attributed value because of something that he's done in it. And that's where I put the value on things, is in the memory. So I've got an idea to pitch to Adam that I'd like to do with his shirt, and I feel it's fitting that I wear this, an expensive shirt that has a lot of value, above probably what it's actually worth in material cost. So I'm going to go and hop on a train and go and meet Adam, go for a climb, have a bit of lunch, pitch my idea that I'm sure he'll be on side with anyway. Hopefully not do too much damage to this very expensive shirt. It wasn't long after meeting Adam that I didn't get a chance to pitch my idea to him because he'd already had the same idea. Great minds think alike. But what exactly did Adam do in this shirt? Well, Adam Lockwood, also known as Nuisance online, free climbed this, the Eiffel Tower. He didn't just stop there, he then went on to base jump from it, the sport of parachuting from a fixed object, which I guess in this case is a building. In doing so, Adam has gone on to join a very small group of people, one of those people being Adrenaline Junkie Hall of Famer Jeb Corliss, and an even fewer group of people to then get away alive. But what was the proposition that I had for Adam that he'd already thought of before I could say it? Well, Adam didn't do this for nothing. He did this to raise awareness for men's mental health. With suicide being the biggest killer for men under 50, that is a grim statistic. I plan to get Adam to sign this shirt and frame it. It's a really proud brand moment for me that he's worn it, for doing something like this and for such a noble cause as well. Stay tuned in 2026 to see this get auctioned off for charity, hopefully for a lot of money and for a good cause. Back to climbing for now though. Today we are going to be bouldering, which is a type of non-roped technical climbing. In layman's terms, bouldering is a little bit like very aggressive yoga on your fingertips. It's very good for your fitness, and if you're like me and you get bored in the gym really easily, it's a good way to stay on top of your upper body, your core, and I suppose your legs. If you're quite an experienced climber, then you should be using your legs a lot. I've done quite a lot of climbing in my time, but I'm a bit out of practice lately. Adam did have to show me the way quite a few times, like on this one where I'm going with my left when it should clearly be my right. Thanks for Adam for showing me the way on that one. Got it the second time round. As you can see, it really tests your flexibility. Adam's done a lot of free climbing, some very high risk famous landmarks, and it's clear he spends a lot of time training at this gym. I'll link this gym in the description. Thanks for hosting us. Adam spends a lot of his time here and is pretty much where he's done all of his training to do all of the major climbs that he's done. I got this one as well, but it was my second time of asking. Spoiler alert, this is my flannel. And I don't just mean mine as in I paid the £10,000 for it, but it was always mine. Hence the name FFF, founder's favourite flannel. I know what you're thinking. How can you charge so much money for an old, second-hand, worn-out and damaged shirt? I can tell you, I've probably heard it up before. It's a dumb idea. I actually believe that someone's going to pay that, and I don't believe that. In fact, I sincerely hope it doesn't sell. Humour me for a moment and a thought experiment on value. I'm not about to justify the price tag, and that's where the price tag comes in for me, purely for me. The Rudyard Kipling poem, If. The key line, if you can make a heap of all your winnings and risk it all on a game of pitch and toss and lose and never breathe a word of your loss. My takeaway from that is, in plain speak, don't attribute too much value to materialistic things, i.e. there should be nothing that you can own on this earth that you couldn't lose and not let it bother you too much. The poem goes a lot into the value behind holding your nerve and your patience, and those things are truly priceless. And if you make those things priceless, and materialistic things can have a price, and they're not the end of the world if you lose them and you end up with nothing to your name except your values, which is sort of the storyline of the poem. So when I sat down and asked myself the realistic question, how much would it take for me to let go of this shirt? That is the number that I came up with, because I sincerely hope it doesn't sell and that I get to keep it, because I wear it still all the time and I love this shirt. However, I can't not let it go if someone is willing to put up a certain amount of money to buy out something that I think has got a lot of sentimental value to me. To help add to that experiment, I've bracketed this at £10,000. If this shirt would have been owned by a family member who would have passed, and that meant something to me, then the value would increase exponentially, and I would probably price it at such a point
$1 million.
that even somebody with a lot of money to waste would not be able to buy me out of my own sentiment and put my pride to one side. Save yourself £9,900 plus and go and check out our classic flannels instead, but you will have to add the memories yourself.